Hello, good evening, welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Oxford, on the panel tonight is the one and only Bridgeman. Evening, Bridge.
Oh, good evening, Oxford. Can I say a big good evening to yourself? Huge good evening to the boys in the lobby and to all the Rangers fans listening in all over the world. Good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio.
And the thoughts to everyone for Rangers Radio goes to everybody in the Rangers family on the front line, NHS and all the support staff all over the country. We wish you well and hope everybody stays safe and gets, if you're ill, get well as soon as possible. And that includes our own Prime Minister, Bridge.
Well said, Oxford. Yes, anybody involved, I wish them all the best and wish them really speedy recoveries because it's a terrible thing. Stay safe, everybody. Stay safe.
Stay safe. Common sense. What about our own Drew McIntyre then, Bridge? I know you.
We're talking about
a bit of a man with the wrestling. So
I love it. I like the WWE in it. He's been something different in it. But the chappie was. I haven't seen it yet, so the chappie was fighting. The WrestleMania was in an empty stadium over 2 nights, and you just can't believe that they would have a wrestling match with nobody there. But apparently it seems to have worked out all right. And of course, Drew McIntyre's won it, and they beat the Brock Lesnar guy. Just the guy we were speaking about the other night to the other two wrestlers. They were saying it could happen, but one of them had some doubts because say that Brock Lesnar's a big bruiser, you know. He looks a mountain of a guy, right enough, you know. There you are.
Drew, no surrender spirit.
No surrender. Well, it's brilliant, isn't it? First British person to win WrestleMania, and it's certainly the first Scotsman, that's for sure.
And what we've got to be proud of Drew once again, somebody else who's no scared to pin his colours to the mast, mate. Absolutely. I find it strange. I know, but I find it strange that you from the other side, they're not scared to pin their colours to the mast. You know, they don't appear to be anyway. The stars and pundits and all that, they come out and they're not. I would be embarrassed.
I like him anyways. He's done well.
Congratulations, and you never know. He might appear on Rangers Radio.
Oh, that'd be brilliant. That would be fantastic.
You just never know.
But remember to get him to pay the bill from America.
Bridge, if there's any arguments, you can take them up.
I'll ask him nicely. Excuse me. Amazing,
don't make me laugh.
Exactly. 6'7" or something like that. 6 feet 7, 6 feet. Some 6 feet 7, 6 feet 8.
Sure, we could sort them out between us.
Huge guy. We didn't go top and bottom right enough.
Oh dear. Congratulations, Drew. Congratulations. One of our own. A genuine world megastar, Bridge.
He has indeed. And, you know, he's been there for about 2 years now. If my memory serves me right, somewhere maybe 3 years. And he's always been threatening to do something big. And my goodness gracious, he's done it now. WrestleMania is massive. You're talking top of the world stuff, you know. Fantastic.
All right, then, back to the events near home. 7:30, approximately, the club put out a statement, Bridge. We're going to do it paragraph by paragraph, mate.
Okay, buddy.
If that's all right with you.
Aye.
It's always tests for reading.
Oh, you want me to start off?
Yes.
Okay, here we go, bud. Right, here we go. Start at the very top.
I hope so.
Aye. The Rangers Football Club Limited update. As with all businesses throughout the United Kingdom and beyond, Rangers is continuing to deal with the implications of the coronavirus pandemic.
We have carefully considered measures which ensure that all employees are treated fairly and with respect whilst we safeguard our club's finances in such uncertain times. No professional football club or business is immune from the challenge of this unprecedented situation, and as a club we will continue to review actions necessary to navigate our way responsibly in such a changeable environment.
Rangers can confirm that the first team players, manager, coaches and executive directors have volunteered to take a salary deferral for the next 3 months. Senior players and staff were keen to ensure that no Rangers employee suffered financial hardship during this crisis.
All parties volunteered and wholeheartedly agreed to defer wages to ensure that their fellow colleagues could continue to be paid their full salaries in full. We are proud of the leadership and responsibility taken by senior members of staff and acknowledge the positive impact this will have on everyone at Rangers. We firmly believe in our one club concept and a united and collective goal of making Rangers the very best in every facet of football life. We are resolved and that the integrity of the club is maintained as we continue to focus on ensuring the financial stability of the business.
I'll take the next three, obviously are very small. Due to the extraordinary challenges from the ongoing crisis, Rangers intends to implement the coronavirus job retention scheme for a number of employees. Rangers will ensure that everyone furloughed under the government scheme will receive 100% salary through the top-up assistance from the club, with all other conditions and benefits remaining unchanged. We are proud of the continued efforts and support of everyone at Rangers during this difficult period.
Finally, we wish all our supporters and their families good health during this time. We are especially thankful for the tireless work of the NHS staff and other key workers who are selflessly working to keep us all safe and well. Please continue to follow government guidelines at this time.
Rangers captain James Tavernier said on behalf of the playing squad, "I want to place on record our appreciation to every single member of staff and for their determination and resolve during these unprecedented events. I'm very proud of the reaction of everyone at Rangers to the challenge we face throughout the United Kingdom and beyond."
As a team, we were adamant we will work together to do all we can to ensure the future of the football club. We're also acutely aware that the livelihoods and well-being of our staff.
In reality, it was an easy decision for the players and senior staff. Now is the time to work with this unity of purpose as the Rangers family, to ensure that everyone works together to maintain our institution. Today has made me proud to be a Rangers captain. Well said, James Tavernier. End of statement.
Hey, here, get your thoughts, Bridge.
Well, I had been saying along the line, I don't like this. I don't like players and doing this and using the government money, but it's there for the purpose. So Rangers are doing the right thing, and they're dealing with the people who fit into that financial constraint. I've always wanted the players to pay up first. They're the highest paid, and they should take a hit as much as possible that they can afford, and they've done that. Admittedly, it's a deferral, but they'll get that, whatever deal they do with the club afterwards, they'll get their payment. But it's good of them to do it, and I think it's smashing that the Rangers club have done this. I'm really happy with it, really happy.
Mm-hmm. Well, there seems to be a deal reached that everybody concerned is happy with, so you move on, and that'll make a big difference to the cash flow of the club.
Yeah, absolutely, because obviously the finances will be creaking a wee bit, won't they? What are they going to do, you know? There's the wee 5,000 tickets they would sell on top of the season tickets, you know, on a weekly basis. They're not getting that sale. So that's a kind of, what would that be? What, £40 a twip or £30 a whip or something like that? So it's quite a tidy sum of money anyway. It keeps petty cash going, you know. And we're now struggling a wee bit, you know, for sure. They'll be struggling a wee bit. So let's make it happen. Let's make it happen, Rangers.
Well, they've made the deal, mate, and I would imagine that whatever the federal will take, that'll be paid over the rest of their contract. Sorry,
pal. I would take your word for that. I think that.
I'm guessing, Bridge. I'm guessing.
Yeah. No, I think you'll be right. I think you certainly won't be far wrong. That's for sure. And I think it's a good thing. It clears the decks. There's nobody sitting waiting. You just imagine there a whole load of nasty people sitting waiting, and Rangers coming out with something, so they can pick it, you know, and shall we say, deride us for whatever it is. It doesn't matter who's done it. They're going to say something. So it's nice and concise, and it's magic. They've done it. Nobody knew about it. That's it done. Magic.
Well, if you get yourself on mute, Well, here's to your manager, Steven Gerrard, MBE.
Stephen, have you any comment on the player's decision to volunteer to take a wage deferral?
Yes, I think the players and the directors and the staff, I think they've shown good leadership and responsibility by doing this, voluntary to defer the wages. I think it was a no-brainer and the right thing to do. I think it's important that you show respect to all the people at the club, whatever your role is. And I think we've shown real good togetherness by doing this.
You mentioned the staff, but it's obviously fantastic that they're still going to receive 100% of their wages.
Well, I think I'm very proud of the efforts and the support of everyone at the club. I think it was unanimous that everyone wanted to do this. I think it's important that, during these hard times that no one suffers from financial hardship. So it does make me really proud as the manager that everyone was really keen to make sure that everyone got looked after at the club, certainly during these times.
And have you any message for the Rangers fans tonight?
Yes, of course. Our fans are very loyal and they always have been. I think it's vitally important that we all continue to follow the government guidelines and keep listening to the medical experts. I'd like to say a big thank you to all the NHS and all the key line workers. And the message to the supporters is to look after yourselves and look after your families. During this time, we will get through it. We'll get through it together. Everyone pulling in the right direction. I know they're missing the football. We all are, but it needs to obviously be secondary at the moment because everyone's health is much more important. So, just want to send them me love during this time, really.
Well, hot off the press for the gaffer, Bridge.
Brilliant. The man's a lovely talker, isn't he? A lovely, lovely speaker. And basically said what we've said. Not word for word, but theoretically he's done everything. We've said what they should do, and he's very happy with it. So the result sounds good for him. All his staff seem to be happy, and it's been voluntarily given. So what can you ask for? I don't think you can ask for much more, can you?
No, it's done. They've done it, and we move on. Yeah, we move on. So if people want to contact us, what's the number, Mal Mucker?
The number's 0141 356 1972.
Or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online, where you'll be brought in the call with the one and only Old School Blue and Foxy, who are working the technical department tonight. Did you get your invite to the Easter do, mate?
Say that again.
Did you get the invite to the technical team's Easter do?
Oh, no.
No, neither did I.
Well, there are twosome, isn't they?
Oh, well.
There are a twosome. Oh, of course, they've got a couple of helpers down there with Old School Blue. He's got a couple of helpers there. They might be invited.
Aye, I suppose so. Aye. Ah, well. I'll remember that when they want to come with money.
Well said, pal. Well said. Clever stuff.
How do you think the support will take to the night, Bridge? Do you think it will be mixed, or do you think people will be just glad for the line in the sand?
Well, I think, to be honest, you're going to find someone who would say, well, deferral, maybe they would be better just saying we don't want any wages. The next 3 months don't pay us at all. Words to that effect, which would have been a good offer. But they've got to make sure they look after themselves as well. So a deferral, I think, will be a very acceptable with everybody. Don't get me wrong, they're not going to be dancing in the streets saying that was fantastic. Somebody will be turning and saying, no, it should definitely have been a cut. But I think they'll accept it, and they're happy that Rangers are still there, because it is really digging deep into the wallets of everybody to keep the club going, that's for sure.
I'm interested to see what your initial thoughts were. I mean, I don't. It's very, very difficult to judge people because you don't know their circumstances. We can judge all we like, and the people that we think might be wealthy might not be wealthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's
You
true.
know, you just never know, you know. But look, we've had the statement for the club, and we've came to agreement with the senior players that if you like the big earners, yeah,
Yeah.
manager, etc. And the club obviously happy, so and everybody else is happy. Happy that the people are getting their wages, the support staff, or the kitchen ladies, etc. Happy that's happening as well.
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing. Everybody at the club, as a whole, should be happy with what's happened. It's all been voluntarily done. We know that the only thing that's blackened in anybody's mind would be the fact that the players aren't actually losing anything. They could have done with a cut and gave the club the 3 months' money, anything like that. That's the only thing they could say. For me, it's okay. It's done and dusted. Let's march on, because we've got a lot of battles to fight in all the way. A lot of battles to fight. Well done, everybody. Well done. Proud of you.
Aye.
Oh, listen, Ox. Question.
What's
happened? Have we heard anything about the season tickets?
Nothing, mate.
Nothing.
You're assuming when you're reading.
No, I think I found out that it was the newspapers that had put the story out, and somebody picked it up and followed.
The next thing you'll hear about the season tickets will be a statement pretty much the same as we've just heard earlier on about the coronavirus. Mate.
Right. Okay, that's cool.
I think the club will not want to put anything out till they know what's happening, Bridge.
And wise as well doing that. Absolutely wise.
You know, when you know approximately when the season's going to start, are you going to have a situation where August and September is going to be used up to finish off this season, and then your other season is going to be completely different? Are you going to have to look at the number of matches you play? It's all up there, and none of us know at the moment. None of us know.
Well, that's the kind of things that JFK was saying as well. He wasn't too keen with what the announcement had been vis-a-vis the season tickets.
He was told it was an announcement.
I'm saying that. All I'm saying is that he, along the lines that you just said there, we don't know what it is. Why would we pay our money? Why would he want to pay his money when they don't know what it is? So hopefully it'll be all clarified and sorted out for us. And the next time we hear about it, as you say, it'll be a statement of intent from the club, and let's see what happens.
And the thing about it is, let's just say your season ticket's based on just a tenner a game. I'm using that as a throwaway figure, Bridge. So if there's only 20 games, it'll be £200. But if there's 38 games, it'll be, you know what I mean. Nobody knows these things yet, because we just don't know when this thing's going to end.
Mike, can I just for me and probably people like me. I'm one of the type that I want to make sure that the club is there. George Logan put it quite nicely the other night. He just wants Rangers to still exist, and that's the reason why we're keen. People like me are keen to go whenever the club need it. Go and put the season ticket money in and let the club work it out. And if there's any money to be sent back to us, add it back into whatever it be. Take it off our next expense. I'd be quite happy to do that. I just don't want Rangers to suffer in any way, shape or form, if I can help it.
I don't want any money back for the season tickets I've got, Bridge, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't decry somebody if they wanted it, depending on...
Oh, God, no. Everybody to their own, absolutely. Everybody wants to do things their way. It's a very emotional subject, very emotional.
Aye. It's their people's business. I wouldn't decry anybody if they needed £100 because of their circumstances. So I judge them, you know what I mean?
You just couldn't do it, could you, really?
Exactly.
You just couldn't.
Exactly, mate. Anyway, if people want to join us, what's the number, Mo, mate?
It's 0141 356 1972.
Or join the Skype at rangersradio.online. We brought in a call by the technical department who are having a secret night out.
Wow.
But we've been joined by Stardog, even Stardog. Wonder if you get an invite.
Hi, Stardog.
Evening, guys. Can you see me all right, Oxjair?
No.
No.
Of course you can. You're fine.
Aye.
You're loud and clear.
I've not got the headphones in the night, mate. I've got the 4 lanes, so I've just kind of sneaked on. I've sneaked through, mate. I don't know how long I'll be able to get away from it for. But no, I never get an invite.
Don't be a stranger.
I never got an invite to the technical party, neither I did. I'm like yourselves, wasn't invited.
Did you get the one for the other night out?
Oh, I never get that either. That mean I'm bombed out all the nights out.
Oh well, such is life, mate.
Brilliant. No, I was just making that. It was a quick call, mate. I'm so proud of the club, Sommer, for coming out with what they've done and taking the first step, mate. I think there's been a lot written Oxford about certain clubs down south and staff getting cut and players not getting cut. So I'm so proud of the players, everybody involved with the club, mate. I'm so happy that they've come out and they've taken the first initial step just to make it easier for the club. Because like Bridgeman says, it's important to us as fans that we still have a club, mate, when all this is said and done with. So for me, I'm so proud of the players, so proud of the staff, the management team, everybody involved, mate. So proud of them for doing that.
They seem to have done it just quietly and effectively, no drama, stuff, dog.
Still, that's the way you want to conduct your business. You don't want to have everything in the paper. You don't want plaudits for what you're doing. You know, for me, mate, this is just normal. Folks should be stepping forward and doing their bit. You know, times are tough for a lot of people now, mate. So for me, that's the way you want to conduct our business. That's what Rangers is all about for me. And again, so proud of everybody, mate. Really am.
Well, remember, they've deferred their wages, mate. You know what I mean? But it just means that the cash flow of the club is a lot easier to resolve, mate. There's no issue.
Correct.
No issue. So that takes us up to 3 months. Obviously, takes us up to the middle of July. You know,
which is pretty much all we can ask for, Oxford.
I think 3 months going forward at this moment in time is long enough to look at things. Can always be looked at again, mate, in the next few weeks, depending what happens.
Yeah, but we don't know. Obviously, nobody knows how these circumstances are going to progress, mate. They might get worse, or the next couple of weeks, you never know. It might just start to ease up, mate. So 3 months, that gives us plenty of time to tide ourselves there.
That takes all the pressure off that things like Bridgeman was worried about, cash flow, the business, etc. Yeah, Bridge?
Absolutely, pal. Yeah, 100%. And of course, it lets the club look forward without looking backwards, if you follow me, continuously. Hopefully, there's enough, eases the pressure enough to let them go forward with whatever plans they've got that's going to see them over the hurdle, and that the fans can chip in at some point or other, buying their season tickets whenever that happens. So I think it's a good vision, and let's get through the next 3 months. Let's get through it.
Yeah, well, I get your point, Stardog. I mean, people have a slightly different view that maybe they should have maybe took some kind of cut as well as deferment, but if it suits the club and the business is happy, the players are happy, well, as far as if we are purely Rangers point of view, let's move on and we'll tick that box when it's done and we'll move on.
Aye, correct, mate. Like you said, Oxford, it buys us the time now. You know what I mean? It sees us there for the next 3 months, and that's people like myself, Bridgeman, yourself. That's all we're kind of asking for the club just to make some sort of move, mate. So I'm happy with that. I really am.
Aye. I get it, mate. I'm also, what's pleased me, if you think back, maybe 2 years ago, 3 year, 4, 5, 6 year, Bridgeman, every single thing was leaked to the press, wasn't it? Before.
Oh God, aye.
Well, that didn't break to the official statement came out tonight, mate. And it was nowhere bar Rangers pages before the media. The media have took it off our forums. How things have changed.
That's brilliant, and I made a point of that. I think, yeah, you're right. Every single thing that was ever coming out of Rangers, going to come out of Rangers, was brought out and leaked, possibly days in advance. So somebody somewhere was doing it. We never ever got to know every one of them. Some of them might have been done and sacked, I don't know. But it's really difficult to do your work in business. And that infuriated the fans, I can assure you. Although the truth of the matter is, it may in fact have been some fans that's leaked it, because we know some of the fans will do that. Get a couple of bob out it for the papers or whatever, you know. But
See, for me, yeah, that's another sign that shows you that the club's got their house in order again, mate. That's another positive sign for me.
Big style. Big style, mate. They can't. Every seem to. It was at one time. Every argument, every petty conversation, every training room bus stop, everything that happens was we were hearing about it now. We hear about it in official statements like we should do, mate. And we have the manager speaking to the fans at his press conferences. That's where we should find out about stuff. No through papers who have got a slant, mate.
Aye, correct, definitely. It just shows me we've got our house back in order and we're a right proper club, mate, inside and on the park and after park now, mate. Some good signs there. Times are tough, but there is some positives to take out of that, mate, definitely, from a club point of view.
Aye, I mean, it wouldn't be something that sometimes if somebody's leaked that there's been a bust up at the training ground, it's not going to upset us, but there's certain things that you don't want to be discussing in the press, you know.
Yeah, can I come in? I think you're right. There's lots of things you really don't want to be discussing in the press, particularly when the club have got any weaknesses at all. They'll make it up like an open wound, and those enemies that we've had over the past 6-7 years that you were mentioning, the people behind the scenes who are doing whatever they're doing. Hopefully, the leakers have gone, but the enemies aren't gone, and they're all still there. Apart from some of them have been sacked, you know, but they're still there really. No, and we need to watch it.
They've got their agendas. Anyway, we're joined by Andy Philippe. Evening, Andy.
How you doing, boys? Everybody okay?
Oh, it's a good looking one. How you doing, Andy?
Oh, Bridge, man.
No bad.
The show in the background.
No.
Oh, you hear it, Bridge?
I think I can actually.
Aye, I can hear it as well. You hear it, Stardog?
You're winding me up, yous.
I can hear it.
You're winding me up. I'll tell you what, if it's on, it must be that Bruno that's pushing the buttons.
Can you hear it, Bridgeman? Can you hear it, Bridgeman?
I did hear it, yeah. Get it sorted, Andy.
No, it's definitely off.
Andy.
No, Andy, get it sorted.
Oh, come on.
Andy.
Did you hear it, Andy?
Carry on. Dearie me.
How we doing, mate?
Not too bad. Just a bit tired, like those running about, like. But apart from that, hopefully, touch wood, still standing, like, you know.
At this time, mate, if you're still standing, you're doing all right.
You're doing all well. That's what you don't know if you're going to wake up in the morning now, do you?
How's your brother, Andy? How's your brother?
He's still the same. Like, you know, he's getting there. He's having a lot of problems, like, but he'll get it sorted. Like, you know, I'll tell him you were asking after him anyway. He keeps listening to the show, like, you know.
Hope we didn't listen to that quiz on Saturday night. Some of the
oh yeah, listen, that was fantastic. Like, I was sat in here having a couple of drinks, like. And I'm absolutely belly rolling here and here. Like, she'd come in, she says, "Well, a couple of what you're drinking." I said, "Oh, you need to listen to this." I said, "These are absolutely crackers, man."
Who won, Andy? Andy, who won in your opinion?
Bruno Albus. Who won? Well, you seem to get some right, didn't you?
I got a lot right, me.
Don't sook in with him, Andy. Don't sook in with him.
Oh, you were absolutely. Oh, dear. Well, I don't know. He just sits there and floats in underneath the radar, doesn't he? Like, you know.
Aye. He was copying my answers, so he was copying my
answers. I tell you what, Andy, the Quizmaster was brilliant, by the way. The Quizmaster was absolutely brilliant.
Oh, listen, that was comedy gold. Honestly, that show had sat. I listened to it again Sunday morning. That was absolutely in stitches. Unbelievable. You're a load of characters, you are.
See when he took Stardug's points off him, I'll tell you. The whole house fell apart laughing at that one. That was brilliant.
Dearie me. But it was a brilliant show. Last night's was a good show. No, you did a good show last night as well.
Yeah.
They're very good. There's not been a badging. Seriously, there's not been a badging. It's been really good.
We're just trying. I don't know, Andy. We're just trying to keep a bit of normality and give some people a break. The days are long for people.
Well, there's no such thing. They just mulch into one, don't they? You know, so you just crack on, don't you? You know, and hopefully at the end of the line, we're all here to tell a story, and everybody else. I see that they just stuck Boris into intensive care there now, isn't they?
Aye, man.
Aye. So, we just got to keep hoping that we're all right, It's frightening. It's absolutely frightening, honestly,
Aye, it's a unique. We live in unique circumstances. We just hope that everybody comes out ASAP, fit, healthy, and well. And if the circumstances be jobs to go back to.
Aye, well, that's the thing as well. I mean, it's my eldest daughter and
Did you see the club statement, Andy?
I did, yes. I read it out. I see it a bit earlier on there. I was reading it on the text. I think it's a good thing they've done. The only slight concerns with me is, the deferral. That means we've got to find them. If we're struggling for money, we've still got to find that cash, But like you say, short term, it keeps us going. They couldn't really do much else, could they, really, to be honest with you?
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, they're not going to be out of pocket for it, but they most likely get the rest of that money or the rest of their contract, mate,
Uh-huh.
That would be my guess. They're not going to get it in 4 months' time. They're not going to get 4 months.
Put it this way, but if this had happened 6 or 7 years ago with the charlatans and all that, I'd have prayed for my club. Really would have prayed for my club if this would have come about then, because we'd have been really struggling, wouldn't we?
That's a great point, Bridgeman. That he's if we go back, we could have been in real trouble.
Aye, we could. Well, we were in real trouble, really and truly. We were in real trouble, and it's a credit to this board we've got in the new, the last board under Dave King. Everyone trying their best for the club, and the boys that were on the board, most of them were non-executive people, so they were board directors, and they got no pay for it. Whereas the previous board were taking lots of money out of the club. They were creating chief executives and paying them 400, 500 grand at that time. Rangers never had 500 grand in their bank. They were anything else. Shocking stuff, just shocking stuff. But yeah, what can I say? The way it was then and the way it is now is slightly different. And some people would say it's a world of difference. And I take my hat off to Dave King and subsequently Douglas Park. Well done to all of them.
Yeah.
I get very emotional, guys. I get very emotional about Rangers, and I start to well up. And, you think, I get so angry. It feels as if you could do some damage to people,
But all right. We need anybody to do any damage. We'll give Drew McIntyre a pod.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, big Drew.
Well, I actually knew he was going to win that because I think he was on Follow or Rangers Media or something like that. Somebody wrote in, says, thanks for telling us, because I think they filmed these about a couple of weeks ago, some of these fights. So he actually says, well done to Drew for winning the WW, whatever it is, yeah? And a guy come on and he said, thanks for spoiling that for me. And then I got up this morning and put the headlines on that wrestling thing. There it was, champion. So, but I actually knew a couple of days ago, from what I'd seen on the the printer, that he'd won it. So very good. Rangers man, so we'll have a bit of that. I see he called Sutton out, didn't he, as well?
Oh well.
You'll never see Sutton, that's for sure. You'll never see Sutton.
I tell you what, see what he did to that Derek Johnson that day. Oh, I tell you, I'd tell him I was getting really angry there. And he absolutely slaughtered him on, I don't know if it was on Snide or something like that. And all them people round him didn't help Big DJ nothing.
Not one word. I
think DJ held his own well, but what a nasty man that man. I'll know. Oh, I was absolutely fuming with him that night. How he got away with that, I'll never know.
Well, I said the next night on our show, I said I hope that the DJ has made plans to get out of Radio Clyde, and I wish that Rangers would take him on full time and get rid of this necessity for him to take some money off of Radio Clyde. And he doesn't work there anymore, so I don't think he does anyway.
No, I don't think so. And he's back. He's doing more stuff for the club, isn't he?
That's the one. That's the one we want.
I give Derek some of his jokes, I'll
tell you what, the way the guys are describing how it was the other night there when you had that show and that quiz, that was absolutely hilarious, by the way, I must admit. Absolutely hilarious. Wonderful. Oh, Bear was getting me into trouble and everything. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, I tell you, you should have been selling the rights for that show. I'm telling you, I tell you, I was absolutely. I couldn't stop laughing from start to finish, man.
But by the way, I'm getting victimised. I was getting victimised for something I never done. I just answered the questions correctly.
I think you can take it all right enough, eh?
Yeah, that's the truth.
I've got to let him win, mate. If he doesn't go, he gets you all petted lip, mate.
I see what he says.
No, but it's good in these times, isn't it? That you know, a bit of light relief and you know, just.
It just happened.
You just forget, don't you? You know,
it was planned, was it, Bridge?
No, of course not. Of course not. See, when you said 30 points to Bridgeman.
Well, that's the beauty of the show, though, isn't it? That's the beauty. Since I've started listening, I think it goes in directions, and it's for me. It's been a godsend since I found it. Definitely for Shuggs as well. Like, I think if my dad had still been around, he'd have loved that. Like, you know. He'd have been listening to that. He'd have been waiting all day for it to come on. Like, you know, knowing my dad, like, you know, I think you do the Rangers support a credit there. I really do.
I think all the guys that come in and listen to it, you know, and different platforms, like I know Facebook and all these YouTube and all that, and Twitter, so they can listen to it on there, and it's just marvelous for them. Marvelous. I don't know what I'm reading. Sorry, I tell all my friends down here, you know, get on it, like, and then, you know, they're on it, like, and now what a show that is, like, you know, and you know, I pass it around everywhere. By the way, I told my son-in-law, like, I said, the next time we get back and have a swallow together, a family get together, I said, you better sleep with your eyes open. You know, so there you go. So, because I don't forget, I'm like an elephant that way. See when he's asleep, he's going to get one right over the kisser, man. I'll tell you. Shocker! So you're a shocker. None of your family squabbles on this one. This is Rangers family.
Well, he's a Leeds fan, so I'll get away with it, won't I?
Oh, aye.
You were adamant as well, weren't you?
I was. Aye, she's still laughing at me, isn't it? But there you go. We can wait. You know. That's the beauty of it, isn't it?
Aye,
we'll get it. But yeah, what a show! Like, as I say, fantastic. You're a credit to all the Rangers fans all around there. You know, keep that show going for us. And you know.
I don't know. There's hundreds of people involved with Rangers Radio, mate. Literally hundreds. People come and go. People are working. We've got guys that are great supporters of the show that people don't even maybe recognise who do stuff for us. We've got the boys in the background. We've got young staunchest on Twitter who does a fantastic job, and all the boys that get involved in the Facebook stuff that we don't touch on that, you know. And you've got Skipper and CB and Butterbean and all the lads in the lobby and the girls in there who keep the show going. When the show's on, they keep the banter going in there. It's a big. There's literally hundreds of people involved. This is we're just the front men at the moment, and I'm sure that'll evolve as time goes on, Bridget.
Oh yes, well, I hope so. Anyway, you know, the young team, Stardug and his young friend, Mark Portbear.
Friend. He's no young.
No, I know that. I was just about to say it. Neither of the two of them are young, but they're the young team. So they're coming up here to do things on this show, and in a couple of years' time, probably.
Put it this way, Bridge, I'm 20 years younger than Portbear young. If that gives
I know that. We know that.
Well, when it gets sorted,
pictures of him, he doesn't look young neither.
Well, when it gets sorted, you know, this all gets sorted out and all that. I'm going to try and make a trip up there. So I'd like to meet some of you guys. You know, when I get up there, like, and have a wee bevy with a light, you know.
So which one? The one is the rich brother, and the other one's a good-looking one.
No,
are you both?
I'm neither. See, when I look in that mirror, Bridge, every time I look in that mirror, like, there's something definitely changing about it. I don't know if it's all these tablets they've got me on now, like, you know.
When you come up here, I'm sure you'll be well looked after. Come to that bistro. You know,
the old staunchest on Twitter, 3.3 million. 3.35 million tweets in the last 28 days.
That's fabulous. That's fabulous, isn't it?
Of your Twitter page.
Well,
That's
incredible.
mental. I don't know if that's good, bad, or indifferent, but it seems a lot.
Wow, that's a lot. Views. A lot of views on Twitter. Absolutely brilliant.
Is that good, Stardog?
3.5 million tweets in the last 28 days.
Views through Twitter. Views through Twitter.
That's impressive, mate. Aye, that's impressive, Foxshare. So well done to the Staunches.
Yeah, well done, son. Well done. Hopefully, we'll get you up to the what do you call it? Up to the bistro, and you can introduce yourself to the rest of the guys.
Oh, definitely. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Like, I get a
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking to the boys, the Staunches.
I thought you was talking to me. Sorry.
No, you as well. Of course, you as well. I'm only kidding. You need to give people plenty of notice because, because some guys make sure we're all going to be there because some guys might not make it.
Yeah.
What's that? Facebook is busier. Wow. What's the figures on Facebook?
I don't know, mate. I'm sure we'll
No,
get
you.
it.
I saw that flashing
we'll
up
get
on Facebook. Sorry.
I'm a dinosaur when it comes to all that.
Yeah, I'm the same. I no, kind of get that right at all, me, that stuff, like, but, that's what it is, isn't it, I suppose. Too old now to be checking all that new technology and, like.
Stardog.
Yes, mate.
Where do you go for your information?
For my information, but on the club?
And in news in general, mate. Would it be Twitter? Would it be Facebook? Or on with your phone? Or are you still by the Daily Record, man? Just fell off the chair bridge.
Is he?
Aye.
Well, I still watch it. I watch the telly. I get it from I like Sky News. I watch Sky News on the telly.
Mm-hmm.
And my wife likes BBC News, believe it or not. She likes that. And my wife still buys, when we're near a news agent, she'll buy the Daily Mail. And then 2 weeks after she bought it, she starts to read it because she's way back. It takes her a long time to read them. Yeah. But I don't buy any red tops at all, none whatsoever. I don't buy any papers. I wouldn't buy them.
I think the newspaper industry is dying quick, mate. But obviously online's big now. I get most of my information online. I couldn't tell you the last time.
Sorry, Oxy. Sorry, there's a wee thing on the system. You get News Now. You know that News Now Rangers? So you get wee updates on there from.
I mean, there's 90% of that. 90% of that is just utter fabrication, mate. Dominic Raab is taking over as Prime Minister, mate. One of the Prime Minister's intensive care, mate.
Yeah, he'd been asked to do that. That's going to happen. Padge says he prefers the Scud books.
Who's that?
Bad Padge. He prefers Scud books. That's so far back. Oh, brilliant. Just brilliant.
And his hobbies. It's all his hobbies in there, isn't it?
Shocking.
The world's changed, Andy, yeah?
Oh, it's definitely changed. Like, if you're looking at now, the way it's going to go, like, I don't know, it's frightening, isn't it? Like, I know, so I worry for everybody, right enough, but I worry more for my grandwains and all that. I mean, I've had a bit of life, and it's starting to hit some of the youngsters now, isn't it? Without underlying conditions, that's the worrying thing for me. I mean,
the whole world's in their phone. The whole world.
You don't know what to say, really, do you? I mean, my missus, like, she's on the news all the time. I said, turn that off, like, you're going to do your heating, like, but, I mean, coming down and telling us what's going on and all that all the time, like, I just hope that everybody stays safe and adheres to what they're, what the government's trying to tell you to do. But, like I say, I went out this morning to get the meals for the weans, and there's still quite a few people knocking about, and cars all over the place, and kind of frightening. Like, I stayed in all weekend. Like, the only reason I've gone out, like, 'cause I've got to go and get the weigh and stuff, like, you know, for the meals. That's and then I go over and, like I said the other night, I disinfect all the handles and everything, like, you know. I mean, but there's still people knocking around. They're not listening, you know. What's it like doing your way?
Some of them, they might not suffer, but some of their families might suffer if they're not being sensible, mate. I know it's hard. I'm finding it very, very difficult. You know, but you just have to deal with it. But as far as Stardog's back west, Stardog, you all right, mate?
Hello. Aye.
And just how instant everything comes out about the football club and that New Bridge, how things have changed, you know. That that's
sorry, pal.
7:25 at night, and it was all over instantly, and we've got it.
Yeah.
You know, before it would be tomorrow, before you read it in the paper, you know.
Yeah, I think obviously the world has changed quite dramatically, and I still find it. I'm getting too old now. I find it quite upsetting that people, the same people, are there year on year, and they're saying similar things year on year, week on week, and it's all to do with trying to wind up either the Rangers, probably the Rangers fans. And I don't know what the reason is for that. Why they're trying to wind up, or why do they want to wind up Rangers fans all that time? And obviously I understand the banter stuff and all that, but that's way past banter. The things that they're saying and trying to do.
You know what I think? A lot of this, right, is because we've got too soft. We've laid down a lot of the traditions. We've let them. Well, you can have this one. You can have this one. You can have this one. And because we've got so far back now, we've let them get more or less surrounded, if you get what I mean. And we're finding it hard to get out of the mire here. You know, I mean, some of the traditions that we just let go, like for me, frightening, you know. And this is why, you know, even in these times, these people, they're not of this world, in my opinion. But they can't let up. They're still wanting to have a go at us, you know. And that kills me. That really breaks my heart, man. You know. But
I could understand it if they were really having a go. What I think is that you get people who think they know about the Rangers Celtic traditions and things like that, ex-players and things like that, when they actually don't. They're far distant people, you know. John Hartson's Welsh, but he lived down in England most of his life. He comes up and he plays for Celtic, and he's there for a number of years, and all of a sudden he knows everything about Celtic type of thing, you know. And he understands this Celtic Rangers thing. He says so anyway, and he makes these remarks about Rangers, and he doesn't really. I don't think he understands what he's saying it for, other than it can only be hatred. It's the only thing it is. So he's went from.
It's the poison to feed them, isn't it? It's the poison to feed them when they get in that club. There's no two ways about it, you know. I mean, it's. I detest them, like. I mean, I know we've got hard times, but I really do, you know. But, I
just wonder, because not just them, it's the newspapers as well. The same people working, for instance, in the Daily Rebel, and they come out and they say similar things every week, and there's very little change. So, for a Rangers fan, and when many moons ago, when I was a younger man, you went to the newspaper shop and you would buy your Sun in the Daily Record, or it's a Record in the Times or whatever, you know. You always bought two papers, because you get different, different writers, different journalists writing their different columns, and some of them are quite entertaining, because they weren't like they are now. You know, there's no massive leaning towards one side. They could, shall we say, they could come across the middle there. But see now, oh dear, it's just total anti-Ranger stuff, just total, wall to wall.
Maybe we might be in a different political world, Bridge, and maybe because our club has stood for traditionally, maybe we might be in a kind of war that we never recognise. Maybe, just maybe me being cynical.
Yeah, I agree with you. But I just hope that obviously this problem that we've got now doesn't merge in with some of the problems that we've had in the past. I just want everything.
We've not got any problems at the moment.
No, some of the problems that we had in the past. I hope it doesn't all merge into confusion for the Rangers fans.
No.
We really need to stick together. Desperately need to stick together.
The board took his leadership. Have done everything they said. King's left, and some of the things you've read, Charlie Nicholas and who was Charlie Nicholas commenting on the board? Who is interested in what Charlie Nicholas is going to say about the Rangers board?
It's interesting what Charlie Nicholas is saying about anything.
Full time and all. Anybody from Maryhill.
But you're right. No, seriously say. Obviously, it's amazing how many of these pundits, virtually every one of them, every second one anyway, every one of them nearly, are all ex-Celtic. So that's why I was making a comment one of the times the other night there, when I was watching the BBC part that was showing that game, and you're listening there, and I couldn't make out. I thought it was Billy McNeill, but I wasn't 100% sure. It was Sandy Clark.
Mm-hmm. Was a co-commentator.
It wasn't Billy McNeill then.
No, you weren't even close.
No. I'm saying it sounded like Billy McNeill, and I asked the boys in the WhatsApp, and some of them said, "Well, I think it's Billy McNeill, but we're not sure."
What have I told you about talking to the idiots on there? There's no brain in them.
But what I was trying to say was they were probably all the same as me. I didn't know who it was talking, but there you go. Now I know it was Sandy Clark. Right, cool. And I'll try and calm up.
What did you know? Ask somebody with a bit of brains about them instead of speaking to them. You know what I mean?
See, watching that last night, though, that brought a wee bit of a tear to my eye. Like, you gave for half our A players in there, eh? Jesus, man.
There were some good players, good side. And by the way, a great performance for the Rangers, mate.
Unbelievable.
2-1, just wave after wave of attack, proper football, intensity, moving the ball. Barry Ferguson, guys running after the ball.
Yeah.
Some
great memories back that. Great memories. I mean, I remember we were in here in the house, like, and my old man was still around at the time. I had him when Lovenson scored that goal. I had him in one hand, trying him, and I shugs on my back, like, and the wind just in one of them, them bouncy chairs. I nearly fell on the top of him with the two of them. Oh, we were going absolutely nuts when he scored that goal. It was absolutely fantastic. Some great memories. As soon as you see it, and then you start, I forgot that, and then, boy, did they not play well in that game. And then we went on to win the treble following year, didn't we?
Aye, we did. 5 trophies in a row, McLeish.
I mean, I liked Big Ick. I thought he was all right. Like, I thought the last year when they kind of, I think that a lot of them Dutch guys in that team at that time down tools on him. I'm sure that batter had said something like that. He said if he said move right, he said half of them would move left.
The wheels come off big still. But we got to the last 16 in the Champions League and should have went through against Villarreal.
Yeah. And did Boyd not miss a sitter in that?
Aye, just the wheel leg to put us through, mate. We had to hook it in for about 2 yards.
You'd have backed him any day of the week, wouldn't you? And he missed it. Yeah, but what a team that was like. Well, there's a lot of them on now, isn't there? I mean, I watched an old one. I don't know if you remember when we beat Dundee United in the cup final and the replay. But do you remember that semi-final against Morton? Jeez, they were a dirty set of so-and-sos. Them that day. We won 2-1. Jeez, wasn't they a dirty mob? Them, I forgot all about that game.
I was at that game, man. Anyway, Bridgeman, we've reached that time of the evening.
I couldn't get myself off mute there. Sorry, pal. Yes, okay, here we go. Can I just say this? Marvellous night again there, Oxshare. Well done, and well done to you. Andy boy, coming up. Well pleased. Can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, and particularly Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, hope you enjoyed the show. Everybody, keep it going for the Rangers. Brilliant statement by the club tonight. I'm very happy with it. I hope you all are too. Keep it going for the Rangers, because the Rangers need us. Keep it going.
This has been Rangers Radio. Can I thank Bridge, Andy, Stardug for joining us on the panel. Can I also thank Fox and Old School Blue for putting on the technicals. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back tomorrow night between 9 and 10 talking about Rangers. Take it away, Old School Blue.
team of all. We support the Glasgow Rangers, down at Ibrox is the place, and we will follow in the championship race. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue are just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. It's true, the magic boys in blue are the best team in the land. You've got to queue and govern to get a ticket for the stand. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue are just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. We've spent a lot of money on great players, yes, that's true. But the Rangers fans deserve the best from the boys in royal blue. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue are just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. Ago the story, it was dismal, full of gloom. Now we're building an extension for the Ibrox trophy room. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue are just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. In Europe we'll be travelling by land and sea and plain. The teddy bears have got the bears and we're on the march again. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue are just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue are just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue are just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue are just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all.